it's hard enough being a writer and a self-publisher. And I tell you, even starting out in this business, you don't make a lot of cash, do you, Kelly?
Nope.
No. So we're going to discuss today how to make money as a writer online in 2018. So make sure that you
stay tuned.
Welcome to Self-Publishing with Dale
and Kelly.
And if you're new to this channel, you want to learn how to publish your books, build your brand, make sure that you subscribe and turn your notifications on to get all of our latest videos. Today's live broadcast is brought to you in part by...
Do you want to learn how to publish no-content books on CreateSpace? Well, start publishing today and grab the no-content book publishing course at selfpublishingwithdale.com/no-content.
Are you always... Some reason our sponsor spot just went completely bad here, folks. We're live. I mean, stuff like that happens. So, what exactly? It kills me. Yeah, it looks like I picked up the wrong stream. So, folks, stuff happens. So, you know what? We're gonna have to keep moving forward. We're gonna let you know this next week, live here on this channel, we are going to be doing a 5,000 subscribers celebration. You guys are invited, and we're going to be giving away prizes, freebies, whatnot. Kelly's going to be here and hopefully awake. And also, Friday, July the 13th on this channel, I'm going to be bringing in a career consultant and social media expert in Professor Nez. He's going to be talking to me about LinkedIn and how you can build your brand through LinkedIn. So that's going to be on Friday the 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on this channel. Sadly, I already had a commercial all dialed in. You saw it. You saw it. Before we went live, it was there. Magically, Streamlabs OBS just let us go. So, oh well. It is what it is, folks. So, how you guys doing? What are you up to? How you feeling? It's good to see everybody in here. We know Mojo and Risa Faye, they were here about an hour ahead of time. Thank you. Banana sticker for you, indeed.
Shouldn't you do 2 banana stickers?
2 banana stickers. You know it. 1 banana, 2 banana. Alrighty. So, I see Alvaro's in here. It's good to see you, Al.
Kevin McGuire got up from his nap. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mark Brownless. Howdy. Debbie Ray. Hi. Raw Dog. Alvaro. And...
if you happen to be lurking about, please pop in, say hi, say what's up, because today we're going to be talking about one of our favorite things to talk about, which is making that cheddar. And we're going to be talking exactly what it's like to be a writer in this day and age, because let's just face it, it ain't easy, is it?
Well, a self-publisher.
And
I don't consider myself a writer, but...
You've wrote books, though, before. Fun fact. Remember that trivia for later, because we might use that next week when we're doing giveaways. So that'll be on this next Thursday. Man, that sucks. I really went through the trouble of making that. But it is what it is. Oh, well, you guys missed out on a beautiful commercial that I had set up ahead of time. Nafis, it's good to see you. Jude, it's great to see you joining us here today.
Yeah, so, I'm glad, Alvaro, you're feeling me.
Yeah. So in any event, hey, let's just jump right into things, because you know what? We got a lot of ground to cover, and we want to make sure that we're addressing the chat here a little bit going further in. So if you got questions, concerns, and comments, please drop them in here. And while we're at it, thumbs up on this baby, because you know we're going to have a good time. Let's see that thumb. Put that thumb up. Yeah. Both of them thumbs up, and make sure you share it with somebody. Let's make this thing a pre-party to our party next week. Oh, I'm revved up. All revved up, baby. You know it. Yeah. So how to make money as a writer, and we're talking not just, from a standpoint of, CreateSpace, Kindle Direct Publishing, things like Raw Dog just popped up there just randomly. We're talking about, how do you do it in order to make ends meet? Make sense?
Yeah.
So, and let's make sure that we lay the groundwork here, because we could say, go over to eBay or things like that. So at any rate, so here's the deal. We kind of already said the reality of writing and self-publishing. Kelly, what's the deal here?
There's no overnight success. Sorry. I mean, unless you're 1 in a million, you're not going to become a millionaire next week. even next year. Sorry.
Yeah. It is feast or famine.
It can be at times starting out.
Yeah.
And if you choose to be on the Amazon platform, they're essentially your boss. I mean, when it comes down to it, you don't have to answer to a physical person, but you got to do what they say, kind of.
Yeah, I've known many great, authors and self-publishers who have been at the mercy of Kindle Direct Publishing and Amazon. And Amazon, for whatever reason, whether they were knowingly violating rules or unknowingly doing it, Amazon just pulled the rug out from underneath them, and then they were left without it. So, I mean, that's the reality, folks. There's no way we can kind of change any of this. And here's the deal is, newbies, I hate to say this, but, unless you have, if you're independently wealthy, you're going to have to do everything yourself.
I did pop up in my head right now. There's a Facebook group out there for indie authors about bartering.
Yes, actually, I'm a good friend of the channel here.
I can't think of the name.
Sarah Lentz. Actually, Sarah put together the group. To check that out. That is one of the good ways, but that's neither here nor there.
Right. Just popped in my head.
So, what are some ways to make extra income in the meantime outside of bloodletting or selling your possessions? Because I know that was one of the very first things you said. You were like, eBay! Speak on that for just a second. I mean, how did we make ends meet sometimes?
Well, I started eBay back in '98 as a fun hobby. I just went around the house at times and I was like, have I used this in a year? No. Am I going to use this? Maybe. Do we need to eat? Yes.
Yeah. It is the reality, yeah.
And, I was actually thinking about it the other day, about what I sold.
Yeah.
I don't miss them.
No.
And I probably couldn't tell you everything I sold, so...
Yeah, it's true. And no joke, actually, I've got scars on both of these arms from where I used to actually have to go donate plasma. But that was before our self-publishing days when we were fresh into Arizona. So that's another story for another day. Keep that in mind. We might use that for trivia next week during our party. All right, just remember that, folks. All right, here we go. First of all, freelancing platforms. This is a gimme. We can really just go on and on about freelancing, but first one, I'm going to cover this one, Kelly, is Fiverr. Fun fact, we both made money there. And actually, you really don't have to be super, super skilled. Here we go. Here's one of the gigs that I used to do. I used to just resize people's ebook covers into ACX covers. Super simple process. By the way, if anybody ever needs to know that, I actually have an unlisted video on showing how to do that. And I would do it for PC and as well as Mac. So here's the crazy thing is, I would do the service for people. I would send them the link to my video. They would always come back for more. They didn't care. They took like 2 seconds. They're like, we'll pay you $5. And actually I made a decent living at doing that and a few other gigs. What did you end up doing on there?
I did reviews, which is probably the reason why I can't review on Amazon anymore.
Right.
I did some other things, but I think I made a few $100, so it wasn't like a lot, but at the time it felt like a lot.
It wasn't earth-shattering. But what's the other one, Kelly?
Upwork. Which you can do some ghostwriting, and there's actually like one-time gigs you can do on there.
Yeah.
I think that was another website where I did a review. And then, well, that's just another story for another day.
Right, yeah. The other one is, here's one, and I don't know if she's in the house tonight or not, but networking. Here's the deal is, you can actually, get introduced to other people. If your strong suit is writing or website developing or any kind of things, you could talk to some friends within your network and say, hey, I'm looking for work. Just let me know if anybody's looking for it. I was talking to a mutual friend of Ava Fales and I. It was Mary Thibodeau, and Mary, actually a good friend of the channel. Mary actually knew I was in need of a virtual assistant, and she had brought up Ava, and that's actually, boy, a little over a year ago I started working with Ava, and ever since, I'll tell you, I can't do without her. She has been, stellar. But that is another way to make a little extra cheddar, so that way you're not, starving to death. Kelly, this one's yours.
Craigslist. Probably depending on the city that you're in, you can just get some writing gigs. And it's not writing, but look up like group study or something like that. It's extra money that doesn't have to do with writing, but if you get a study, sometimes you can get 25, 50 bucks an hour doing it, and they're fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, you want me to do the last one?
Yeah, I've never heard of this program before. You actually just told me about it before we went live. Amazon
Mturk. Now, I will say it is stupid low money. Stupid low. Yeah. But it's simple admin tasks that if you're sitting around watching TV or something, I actually did this when I first started my FBA business to try to get money for inventory. I think I probably spent 10 to 15 hours to make 15 bucks. So there's probably better ways to make money, but it's an option.
Yeah, it is an extra option right there. I found that pretty interesting. The more you know. Yeah. Here's one of my preferred ways of doing things. This is a website. It is super cheap, super simple that you can actually set up something, say through, Wix, or even WordPress gives out free sites. And domain names can cost, as little as $1 for a year. You can get any one of them from anywhere, but here's the deal is affiliate marketing super simple. Actually, Johnny Andrews, that's essentially how he was able to get himself from being, 5 figures in debt to 6 figures into the black. He literally just used affiliate marketing things through like JVZoo and ClickBank and so on and so forth, and he was actually able to make a decent living at that. But affiliate marketing is just huge. I mean, you have things like Amazon Associates. If you're a writer and you've got a book, here's the thing is Amazon actually encourages you to use the Amazon Associates program to promote your book. That way you're getting paid as you're having your books sold. Google Adsense is another one. We can go on and on when it comes to actually collecting. Google Adsense is not so much affiliate marketing as it is just, putting advertisements on your website. Sorry for the confusion on that one. Here's one of my favorite ways of doing things, blogging. That's another way that you can kind of drive traffic and sell some of the affiliate marketing links, review products. Anybody's watched this long enough knows that I have reviewed a number of products here in my videos, and actually I get paid pretty nicely from some of them. But that's another one as well, is talking about videos. You can do things on, say, YouTube, and you can put those affiliate marketing links within your videos as well. And last but not least, Kelly, this is your favorite one. You got it.
Email marketing.
You're starting to come around, aren't you?
I think I'm up to like 40 subscribers.
Oh my gosh.
For not even giving anything. People...
You were keeping it family friendly. I saw you getting ready to say the F word, weren't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's a good thing. So you don't have to be an expert on any one of those things, folks. Just, as my old buddy Kevin S. Allen usually says, just be a bull in a china shop,
Just do it.
Just do it. Make things going. Kelly, this is your favorite way of making money.
I wish I would have known this back then. But anywho, print on demand. Merch by Amazon is awesome. You do have to apply. I don't know what they look for. They have changed the process recently on what they require. That's probably the biggest print on demand chunk of change you can make if you get accepted. Print on demand. This is print on demand.
Yeah.
I mean, just learning basic skills on Photoshop or GIMP or Canva. There's other ones out there. People like text, funny sayings. So other websites are Redbubble, Etsy, Spreadshirt, Zazzle, TeePublic. And one of my business friends put a book together. There's like 50 or 60 websites for print on demand, but those are a few of the big ones.
What would you say to somebody who's probably new to this? Where should they focus first?
Apply on Amazon.
Okay.
Well, your first focus would be learning.
Right.
But if you can get accepted by Amazon and you need to focus on one thing first, do merch. It'll be more money.
So, boy, we're blazing through things here, but we've got one other little tip, and you guys are going to really appreciate it, and some of you are going to go, oh, we saw this one coming. You can't please everybody, but we got a great tip. Make sure you stick around. Please, load up those questions, suggestions, concerns, comments, so on and so forth as we get ready to kind of, go over into the next portion of the show. What are other ways to make money as a writer? How do you make extra cash when you need it now? Do you have another side hustle? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'm speaking to those of you in the live as well as those listening to the replay. So we definitely would love to hear from you. Normally I'd just go ahead and press the commercial button, but I'm going to have to let you know what's going on this next Thursday. That is on July the 12th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kelly, what are we going to be doing?
We're going to be partying.
It's going to be a live celebration. 5,000 subscribers. We're going to want to thank you personally. You need to show up if you want to win the giveaways and the freebies, and we're going to have some fun contests. We're going to have question and answer. Kelly is going to be all hyped. She's going to drink she's going to drink a pot of coffee before we come on. You guys don't want to miss it.
I never committed to that.
Yeah, 5,000 subscriber celebration.
But we might get pizza. That sounds like fun.
Yes.
And we'll be in a new studio.
Yes, next week will be the debut of the new studio. So don't miss out on that. And also, Friday, July the 13th, I'm going to have a special guest on the show, Professor Nez. He is a career consultant as well as a LinkedIn expert. He's going to share a little bit about building your brand through LinkedIn. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a dunce when it comes to LinkedIn. So I was like, dude, we need you on the show because I'm going to literally get you to show me how to work this dang thing. So there we go. Questions, concerns, and comments. I want to see what's up here before we get to the last point, folks. So Heather Dyer says, do I need to register a business before I distribute if I'm selling my books online and earning an income?
First off, I am not a business advisor, so this is not legal advice.
Yeah.
However,
good to know that.
First, I would like to know if you're new to the business or if you've been doing it for a while. Yeah. And if you're new to the business, I say don't register yourself as a business because you don't know if you're going to like it. And I don't want you to spend time and money registering as an LLC or other entity if you find out this is not your cup of tea. So first figure that out. And if you then figure out this is fun, well then, look into the business. And I'm also talking from a U.S. perspective because if you're in another country, the rules might be different. So,
correct.
Yeah.
But it's, we can only be ambiguous, folks. So, if you're ever kind of wondering, should I set up an LLC? Should I incorporate? We can't give you legal advice, but we can say, generally speaking, what worked for us initially was, find out proof of concept. Make sure that this is going to work, because if you start plunking down a bunch of money on stuff and then you discover, I hate this thing, it's not working out, you're going to end up out, whatever it might be to file your, LLC or incorporate.
I mean, but the income's still going to be income. The only downside, if you just do it through your social, technically you're not supposed to count business expenses because it's through your personal stuff, from my understanding. But
right.
So you can still go on with your bad self and make money. You'll be fine.
Keith Wheeler, it's good to see you, buddy. We didn't catch you at the top of the hour. He says he does freelance work on Upwork from time to time, so you get a little bit extra scratch. Yeah, I'm new to it and a U.S. resident, Heather said.
Okay, cool, Heather. Hope that makes sense. And awesome. Once you get into it, if you like it, then talk to an accountant or do your own research for business.
Kim here. Hey, what's up, Kim? Hopefully you're still inside the house. It's good to see you joining us here. Let's see here.
Did you say hi to Corey Burns?
Corey Burns slipped on in here. What's shaking?
Etienne, are you talking to us from France?
First time commenting. Awesome, Cashline. It's good to see you jumping in here.
Nafis and Jude, we didn't say hi to you. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got one last great point for you guys to do, and Kelly, I'm not going to even say a word. I'm just going to sit here and look pretty and press buttons. So the last but not least, one of the great ways that you can make a little bit of extra cash as a writer or self-publisher in the interim is
no content books. It's awesome because you can take your writing skills, put up books really quickly, put up a book tonight. It will be fine. It will be good. You can do that. And you get paid in 30 days after the sales. So writing prompt books are huge. Journals, diaries, notebooks. I did some research for one of our friends this week. There's writing prompt books on Audible. So once you do a writing prompt book, put it over to Kindle, get that down, and then get it on Audible. I think there's only 2 freaking books on Audible for writing prompts, and they've sold. So therefore, there's a need for it. And then back to my list, activity books, puzzles, you get the gist. Art books. So if you're a writer, you don't have to do just blank line journals. Put a spin on it. And the more effort you put on the inside, your sales could potentially be better as well because you'll stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, and it's important to note, you'd mentioned that you get paid out every 30 days, but that is just CreateSpace, correct?
Yeah, CreateSpace. Which is what I've really been teaching, so I just assumed that, my bad. Yeah. If you do KDP print, it is 60, but 30 days after the sale.
Yeah. So I know Kevin
in the US.
Kevin he uses KDP print. That's why we wanted to kind of bring that up. So Kevin McGuire, I don't know if we missed you at some point or another, but he's got plasma donation scars as well. Look at that. We're Scar Brothers.
In Canada, you have to have like $100 in sales, and they send it by check. So This is our experience here in the US.
Yeah, there you go. So in any event, that's the information that we have for today. Let's look back over at the chat. Obviously, we're going to hang about here. If you've got questions, concerns, comments about making money as a writer or anything in self-publishing, fire it away now. Otherwise, we're going to start to wrap up today's broadcast. So in any event, I see really quick, Corey Burns asks, when does KDP Fund pay out? So do you want to cover this one?
Every 60 days.
Every 60 days.
After the end of the month. So let's see. For your sales, what month are we in? We're in July. So your sales from July would be paid the end of September.
Correct. Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a little delayed gratification, sadly. Is it possible to move a book from CreateSpace to KDP print? Yes, actually, I'm glad you asked that. I just so happen to actually have a video about that over in my collection, and it's real simple to migrate your title over from CreateSpace over to KDP print. I had recently someone ask me, they're like, can I publish on CreateSpace account while still having a KDP account? I'm like, as long as you're not duplicate publishing, you should be all right. And really there's, you don't want to do that. That's just kind of working the system. I would recommend that. This is just opinion. CreateSpace, if for some reason you're not drawing very much money through expanded distribution, give it a shot over on KDP print. Just go ahead and migrate that puppy on over there, because you can always do expanded distribution through such distributors like Ingram Spark or even Lulu.
Just if you do that, make sure you're familiar with the KDP print rules. They're slightly different.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a little different. So when I'm competent enough at Photoshop and book covers, I want to do pre-mades on the side, maybe. Cool, good stuff. So you like Photoshop? That's awesome. So in any event, well, we're going to go ahead. AJ Martins, it's good to see you. New to this channel live. I'm glad you popped in. Corey Burns, when will I find out how much I made on Kindle Unlimited for June? So that will be, they usually do the KDP Global Select Fund.
I think it's like July 15th. I thought it was mid-month the next month.
Yeah, so you'll know the Global Select Fund come, the KDP Select Global Fund. There we go. Say that 10 times fast. It should be about mid-month that you'll know about it. And then so the June payday is not going to hit until August.
And then even though they tell us the payout, they don't really directly email us how much we're going to get paid. And
you won't know until you get that paycheck.
I don't know if there's a report that tells us. That much I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So it is really tough. Does KDP pay by PayPal? Ooh. I'm not sure on that one.
I thought they only paid by bank account.
Direct deposit or a mailed check. I could be far off on that one. I do know CreateSpace will fulfill it through Payoneer for those of you that are international.
AJ, are you in the States or are you in another country?
I just want to know for a no content book for the cover, what is your main focus, text or graphics? Nafis, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. It's not like I'm laughing at you. This is going to seem like just a way for me to dance around it. There are some that do really well with just text only. There are some that do really well with graphics and text. And there's some that do great with graphics and very little text. Obviously, you always want to make sure that you have the title of your book put onto your book cover. Otherwise, there's going to be some real issues. Kelly's looking up if they accept PayPal.
I have two-step verification on my account, so I can't really look into it. I'm pretty sure it's just payment option by location.
There we go. So setting up electronic funds payment method.
It looks like it's only bank.
Yeah, bank right there. It probably, you'd be best to go into, and I'm not sure if everybody's familiar with this, go into your KDP account, scroll down to the bottom, there's the Contact Us feature, select that. They're really responsive. I've never really had an issue if I've ever reached out to them through Contact Us. Just, you'll see a bevy of questions, and you'll probably see payment, and just select payment or whatever and send them to your question. You'll answer within 24 or 48 hours.
State of Georgia, so yeah.
Georgia, nice.
I'm almost 99% sure it's only bank account. Amazon doesn't accept PayPal.
Nafis actually just confirmed. Okay, and Nafis has been around for a while. Nanabeth, hello all. I don't feel like working either.
It's the perfect shirt. And you know what? When I wear this, it's like my mind knows that I'm wearing it. So my mind really doesn't even want to work anymore. Yes. So I have to be careful on the days that I wear this.
Yes, for sure. Well, Kelly, how can people get a hold of you?
You can send me an email at hello@kellypublish.com or find me on YouTube at Kelly Publish.
Yes, that's Kelly with an I, by the way. That's a big shout out over here because H.R. Romero always says Kelly with an I. It's Kelly with an I, which, by the way, look at that beautiful book right there in the background.
And this is not a shameless plug, but if you really like this shirt, it's on Amazon.
It is a shameless plug.
Okay, it is a shameless plug.
All right.
I'm just letting people know because they like it.
If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and share it with somebody else who would enjoy it too. In the meantime and in between time, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale
and Kelly.
And we'll see you next week.